Well, hello everyone. It's Anita, your financial behaviors and the owner or the founder, I should say, of Affluence Financial Fitness for Women. And thank you. We are here at another contributors spotlight tonight. And make sure that you love, like, and share, and also purchase the magazine. Right, so we're gonna have fun again with our
Right.
And JR
Yeah.
probably she gonna tell us, yeah, whoop, 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 and she gonna tell us how long she been writing for the magazine and all
Wow.
of that kind of stuff. And then we are here. We missed our cheerleader
Oh
last
yeah.
week.
You know what we're doing today?
What?
Come on with it.
All right,
David.
that's what's up, David.
I ain't mad at David. I am not mad.
That's what we got going on right there. That's what we got going on right there.
I am so not mad at David.
Right.
It's so funny because I was just thinking I was gonna ask Candace, can we put a song money, money, money or something? Is it gonna get us in trouble for putting that up there? But David just did it anyway. We don't own the rights, but David did it.
Sometimes better ask for forgiveness and his permission.
That's right. That's right.
I love it. We missed you last week, David. We missed you last week. I love it. We gotta have you on every time. Every time.
This is something.
I can't wait.
Here. 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah, it's 5 years.
Right.
I can't wait till you write an article and we have you on a spotlight. What it's gonna look like?
Right.
Oh my God.
That was such a surprise. Like,
Right.
okay.
I know that was a surprise.
We all got a little something, right? We all got a little something.
You can move a little bit, just a little bit.
We're
gonna have to bring it. You're gonna have to hang out. You're gonna have to hang out with us more often. We'll teach you how to dance. Well, I'm gonna turn it over to the boss lady Candace, our editor-in-chief. You got it, and I'm gonna get into the comment section and put all some things in there. You guys make sure that you love, like, and share and purchase the magazine so you can celebrate with us and David. Okay.
There we go. Right here.
Yes.
All right.
David is holding up the 5th year anniversary issue. We celebrated this quarter. It came out in January, so it's out now and available on MadCloud, and that link is going to be in the comment section. Let us know where you're checking in from. Put where you're at in the comment section, because we got people all over the place now. So Affluence magazine is in multiple states and is beginning to be distributed out in education systems. It's getting ready to be out in banks, in the lobbies of banks. So you definitely want to go ahead and start subscribing. You can subscribe on MadCloud as well for a 1-year subscription. And it's a quarterly publication, so you'll get 4 issues a year. And it's packed full with some great information about wealth, finance, money, which I've learned are all different things. I've learned those are all different things. So you learn a lot. There's a lot of women and men that, are heavily in the financial world, and they put so much in that magazine. You get so many different perspectives, people from all over, and having a lot of experiences. They bring whatever they have experienced, they bring it to Affluence. So it's a good resource and a good tool to have in addition to whatever you're doing to better yourself financially. So I'm excited. We're back with JR Davis. And JR, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I am visiting you all this evening from Dallas, Texas. I am doing well. I'm traveling this week. And I am sleepy right now, let me tell you, but I'm well.
Okay, that's what's up. So, JR was the first woman to kind of be on the cover of the magazine. So JR, since that's happened, you've been on the go. How has life been? What was that experience life like before that and then after that?
Wow. Well, I'm that type A personality, so I'm always on the go. That's just a given. And, when Anita asked me to be on the cover, I was so excited. Let me tell you, I hired a professional photographer. I got the hair did. I had the perfect outfit because it's all about money. So I had this really cute outfit already in the closet, and it was just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I've actually hired the photographer to do another shoot this year because I want to put out some different pictures. Um, and it's just been great. I've been writing for the magazine 3 years, I think. I think it's been 3 years. Anita might have the actual time frame, but I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Absolutely. Yeah, I tell people all the time, it really does change your life to be a part of a magazine because it's a microphone, it elevates your voice, it gets people's attention to know that you're being a part of it. It's something special. It's something that will make people turn their heads and say, wow, they're published, they're in print or whatever. So I enjoy being a part of Affluence as well, just the learning everything about it. So we're going to talk about your latest article titled My Passion. We're not going to give too much, but I did put out a quote earlier today that I'll ask you to elaborate on. So I'm going to read it really quick, and then you can give us just a little bit of it. And if you want to read the full article, you can click the link in the comment section to get it. So you said, to see the sigh of relief and joy on a client's face brings the utmost satisfaction and warmth. Knowing that the knowledge I have learned over the years, over the years is being applied for the good of others is what gives me purpose.
Yes, I have been in the industry for quite some time, and it amazes me to this day that people are still, unfortunately, don't understand how money works. Everybody thinks that, oh, well, I got a check. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to pay my bills. But they don't understand that you honestly have to understand how money works. There is well, almost a science to it, to tell you the truth. We've heard that there's a difference between finances, money, and it's important that you are able to understand the difference between the two. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I love the fact that when I sit down with someone and I've educated them and I've helped them put a program in place, and they finally get that revelation and that full understanding of, oh, I've been doing this wrong for how many years now? And now they're at an advantage of over more than half of America, because
Right.
it's really sad. You're not taught these things at home, in schools, or by your that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of having a conversation with Anita earlier today because my taxes are complete. Whoop whoop. But I was just saying, it's amazing to see the growth. And even the preparer was, kind of saying like, wow, your business is growing. Things have really gotten a lot better. And I was like, yeah, I had to really sit and just think like, it is such a big difference. And I was also sharing how I was kind of anxious the whole time of doing my taxes this year, because they were requiring so much more from me, and I just data wise, and I was just like, getting that anxiousness coming back of like, oh, I'm gonna fail at this. And, you know, I just wanted to kind of give up and be like, it's easier to just deal with what I was dealing with before, just because this is so unfamiliar. But now that it's done and it's complete, I have a path to go down and a path to lead my kids down, where, you know, now my son has a business and he's making money. And so we discuss finance and, you know, his future. And it's just a whole nother way. Whereas before it was all of this fear of even talking about it. You know, just discussing it. It was like, I don't want to talk about it because it's scary. But you know, I think JR was having just a little bit of malfunction with her screen, but it has really been amazing, just what the knowledge will do and how it will advance you. You know, David, do you have any testimonies of different people you work with that, you know, they've kind of like said, now that I've worked with you, I'm in a better position?
You bet. We actually teach them, you know, to protect their investments and grow them just like what you do. You know, as your business grows, your investments grows and everything grows, right? And you know what? And now paying taxes ain't a bad thing. That means you made the money. That means you were blessed. That means you were working. That means you were growth, right? And so we want to grow. Yeah, it's a headache once a year, but you know what? It's throughout the rest of the year, you know, we're making money, we're happy, you know, we're growing, right?
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
What's one day a headache when we have 364 other days of growth? Right?
Yeah, because it's like I have to, even now I said I'm gonna give myself another 5 years of just learning. And I'm just going to be patient with myself, and I'm not going to, you know, stress myself out. I'll just relax and
But you have the best people in the industry, you know, the best resources. I never had these resources. Right. You know what I mean? We have the best people in the business right here on this screen.
Yes. You know? Yeah. Right.
And you want to grow smarter. You know, you got to surround yourself with, you know, with educated people that know the business.
You're right. Yeah, because it's been life-changing. Meeting JR, Anita, you know, all of the
and the truth hurts sometimes.
It does. Yep, for sure. Welcome back, JR. Uh-oh, it might be still giving her some issues.
She's still having some issues with her.
Okay.
Oh, there she is. Can you hear us?
I lost you guys again.
Yeah. So for some reason her screen keeps going sideways and then she keeps going out. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, you know how these things go sometimes. Sometimes things work and sometimes, you know, they can be crazy.
Right. Yeah.
When we get on the line and things like that. Yeah.
Right.
So I wanted to kind of piggyback on what JR was saying, and when she was talking about she is surprised when people don't understand, or they don't maybe get, okay, I understand how money works because it's a science to it. And I find that to be amazing too. I even found that to be amazing for myself. Being in the business for, you know, over 20 years, not just finally, but when I finally understood how money works, it was like, really? That's how that works? You know, that's really what how compound interest works. That's really how, you know, you don't have to save $100 a month. You could just save $5 a month. I mean, $5 a week or something to that effect. And instead of trying to be way up here, start down here and then work your way up to the, you know, to the $200 to $300, saving that or investing that, not necessarily saving, but investing that in yourself. And that tends to be, you know, what we are looking for in this issue in this issue, you know, we're talking about the queens of finance, you know, and we have a king on the podium too. But we're if he'd have been writing, we would have had to have him write something about the queens or something like that or whatever. I mean the kings
Or
about something.
maybe how queens have contributed in his life.
Yes, the queens that have contributed to his life.
Oh, that would be rather
Continue to do it too,
interesting.
you know?
Really. You know, women, as we're seeing, women can add a lot of value when it comes to the conversation of money and wealth.
Yeah.
And that wasn't always thought of in the past. In the past, it was like the man's job to kind of take care of the finance, and women in future generations would just follow those steps and would just think, I don't have to learn anything about money or know anything because maybe my husband will know. And some of us found out we don't have husbands, so we got to learn. And then others found out, oh, I'm in a marriage with somebody that I still got to learn. You know, it's been a lot of different situations that people found themselves in where it's like, I can't follow the path of my parents and my grandparents. I have to do something different. And so just having affluence gives people those different things, because I do see you all speaking from various backgrounds and just coming from a variety of different experiences. So it's like, ooh, you know, I get to see outside of what I know.
It's a roadmap. It's a roadmap. You know, no matter where you're at in the journey, it's a roadmap. You're going to start somewhere on the journey, whether you're this part of the journey or that part. And this is your roadmap right here.
Exactly. So, JR, I'm glad that you're back. Real quick, what are some upcoming events and things that you have going on?
Well, I am working with a young lady by the name of Erica Kelly, who has the most excellent budgeting class. And she uses our marketing tool, How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker book. In her class, she actually gives it to her students. So we have made arrangements for me to teach one of the classes. It's a 6-month course, and accountability is several times a week, but once a month they get together on a Zoom. So I'll be teaching a class called Let's Talk About Money, because it's mostly women. That coming up, actually next month, I'll be doing a session. I've been getting into schools and teaching the How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker essentials, or elements classes, I should say, to 8th graders and to seniors, because, you know, there's only 21 states that require students to have a finance class upon graduation. And
we could still hear you.
That.
That's okay.
That's
okay.
Only 21 states require.
I have to use my cell phone because for some reason the tablet doesn't like me on StreamYard. But anyway, so I've been doing
JR,
that.
can I stop you there? Can I stop you, JR, for a moment? Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. So you say there are 21 states in America that require high school students to take a finance course before they graduate.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I heard that right. And it depends on what, you know, because, you know, I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but financial literacy is not financial literacy. What they're teaching is not financial literacy. But that's just that's a whole nother.
Yeah, it's awareness, huh? It's
that's a whole nother conversation.
They're just teaching how to balance a checkbook, things of that nature. But I can say
use checkbooks anymore.
That who uses checkbooks these days? But I can say that there is a high school in Georgia that's actually using the How Money Works book. Now, this may be their last year because the individual teaching is my uncle, and he's retiring after 43 years of being a teacher. So this semester, we're at the beginning of the new year. This semester will be the last time that he actually uses the book as far as educating students. Now, I was on Facebook not too long ago, and there is a school that actually sets up a day where the children are given $35,000 play money, of course. There's a car lot. There's a mortgage company to purchase a home. There's all kinds of things that they're able to go through. And one kid made the observation that, wow, I spent too much money on my truck. He had no money to do anything else. But this lets you see where our young people's mind is. If we don't teach them priorities about saving, about the future, you know. I'm also on the Rick Amato show. I actually have a recording coming up next week, and I'm going to be talking about long-term care. His show is about profits, politics, and money. And you may ask, what does long-term care have to do with money? It has to do a lot with it, because our book, our magazine, and the books that I've co-authored with Anita is about women in finances. So let me drop this little tidbit out there. By the year of 2050, the population will be over the age of 50. 40%, I believe it is, of the population will be over the age of 50 by the year 2050. Now, by the year of 2035, listen to me, Social Security will be in a cash deficit. What does that mean? There's no money in Social Security. Now, I said all of that to say this. Medicare and Social Security is not going to take care of you when it comes to long-term care. You need to be preparing for that now. And we as women, over the course of our lifetime, lose close to $500,000 and 12 years of employment because we take time off from work to have children, being a homemaker. And I'm not putting homemakers down, but you're losing out on income and, you know, things that can benefit you in the future. What was the other thing I was going to say? So $500,000 and 12 years of employment, and we are the ones who require the majority of the long-term care that is needed in future years. I read an article that said that the average admittant to a nursing home is an 80-year-old woman. And that woman's going to live about 5 more years. She's widowed, divorced, or never married. And you talked about women in those.
Yeah. Oh, it's going out. It's going out a little bit.
Yeah, we're losing her.
Not knowing what's going on with their finances in their family because the husband always took care of it. And the other thing behind that is when the husband dies, the woman is not going to go to that same financial planner. She's going to get in those finances. You cannot remain in the dark ages. And that's exactly what it is, the dark ages. But then sometimes you have to, we've got to get better. More schools.
Right. Okay, JR, you dropping some gems and a lot of knowledge. You guys, this is what goes into Affluence magazine, because these are the conversations. Just bringing up some of those things and just hearing it will start conversations within your family of preparation, of things that we can do to prepare. If you know you're a homemaker and now you realize you lose out on income, now you can maybe think of some things that you can do at home to generate some income. Instead of just, oh, I'm going to just take care of my children, maybe think of something, a passion, like JR's article title, My Passion, and turn it into something that can be a stream of income. So these are the conversations that definitely go on in the magazine. You definitely want to subscribe for the full year. The link is going to be in the comment section if it's not already in there. So we got about 5 minutes left. Anita, are there any things that you want to mention before we close out?
Well, I do want to mention that you guys really should get the magazine, whether you get the print copy or whether you get the digital copy, right? And you know the digital is more popular because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm probably the old school on the panel here. I'm past the 60 mark,
Mhm.
and I like to have the paper. We like to have the paper. So and David has it in his office. So
Yeah.
he has it in his office for people to come when his clients come in. They pick it up, they read it, and so forth. So you can still get that as a option too. But I know we like the digital, but it one of the things that I'm really trying to work on is getting the distribution um, of the printed copy out to different locations. So if you have a location you'd like us to put the magazine in just to have it there, it'd be great. Let us know. Send it to us in an email, info, at Money Wisdom for Women. Send that to us or put it on the chat in the Affluence Financial Fitness for Women Facebook page and let us know. And we'll make sure that it gets into your business so people can read about it. I know our next issue, let's talk about that really, really quick. Our next issue is going to be about Black banks and women in the Black banking area. And I'm gonna drop this little hint to you, right? Because I think it may have been day before yesterday, either yesterday. I did a Black History event where I spoke, but I spoke about a Black and Brown financial trauma, and I spoke about that. And one of the things that we talked about is everybody knows about the Tulsa, Oklahoma Black Wall Street thing, but there's others, right? Other Black Street that were massacres that went on. They weren't as big, but they still were massacres. But one thing I in my research, this is what I found out. And since we're talking about the next issue, and it's going to be about Black women in banking or Black banks in general, Maggie Lena Walker. Okay, put that name down. She may be our cover woman for the for the magazine. She was the first Black woman to be a bank president. Okay. Okay. And in addition to running a newspaper, an apartment store, and a life insurance company.
Mhm.
Hello, Maggie. All right. So
All
so
right.
when our feet hit the floor and we talking about we tired, Maggie ran forward. Not only she did that, she ran St. Luke Penny Savings Bank. That's called St. Luke Penny Savings Bank from 1903 to 1934. That's almost what, 30 years? Almost 30 years she ran that bank. So she was the first Black president of a bank. So
Wow.
she may be our cover woman for
Wow.
our next. Yeah, she may be
Right.
our cover woman for our next issue, which we'll be talking about Black banks and women that are running that are working inside the Black owned banks and stuff. So
Right.
anyway, yeah. So anyway, make sure you get that. Make sure you
That's
go to
awesome.
MagCloud. We're gonna put that in there. Make sure you read JR's. Make sure you follow JR and all the wonderful things she's got going on. And the youth uh, definitely need not financial literacy, but financial awareness, like David says.
Mhm.
Financial awareness, because financial literacy about a checkbook, we in cyber
Mhm.
world now.
Right.
We ain't in no checkbook world.
Mhm.
Right.
All right. So get that. Make sure you follow JR. Make sure you follow David at Farmers. Make sure you follow Candace, myself, all of us, So go in, like us, love us, and get the magazine and share it. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Well, until next time, you all, we're going to be back next week. We're going to have a special guest, the former editor-in-chief of Affluence magazine, which he contributed to this anniversary issue. And so Andrea Landry will be with us next week. I'm excited about that conversation. She
Me
did a
too.
beautiful article in the magazine. So I can't wait to sit with her and discuss it. Everybody will be back next Thursday, and you all tune in then.
David, hit the music. David, hit the music. Hit the music.
Let's celebrate. Party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times, bring your laughter to home. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.